We got day 17 of reading the Bible in a year. Today's scriptures are Genesis 41 and Matthew 13, verses 1 through 32.
Genesis 41, Pharaoh had a dream, and he asked all around for people to interpret it, but nobody in his palace could. So the chief cupbearer, who was in prison with Joseph and had his dream interpreted, remembered and said, "Oh, there's a guy in prison, and he can interpret your dream." So they bring Joseph before the Pharaoh, and he interprets his dream. God was speaking to Pharaoh in dreams, letting him know there was going to be a severe famine that would happen for 7 years. Joseph was able to interpret it and give Pharaoh wisdom, basically to save up grain and all the things they need to survive for those 7 years. Pharaoh then makes Joseph his second in command, which means there was no one more powerful in all of Egypt other than the Pharaoh. Only God. Literally thrown into a pit, sold into slavery. Now he is literally ruler over all of Egypt. Throughout this process, Joseph kept his heart clean from offense, disappointment, hurt, unforgiveness. He just kept his eyes on God. He kept doing what he was called to do. He walked in integrity, and he used the gifts that God had given him. If you feel like you're in a season where everything is just going wrong, keep your eyes on Jesus. Continue to be faithful day to day. Love the ones around you, and use the gifts that God has put in your life. And his promises in your life will come to pass. This is for someone watching. God has positioned you in a place that might seem worldly. Maybe it's your job. Maybe it's your environment. But he's put his Holy Spirit in you with gifts to be a blessing to the world, to the point where high influential people like a Pharaoh will recognize Holy Spirit in you and say, "We need what you have." Joseph never let his environment dim his light. No matter where you're at, no matter how dark it is, God has positioned you there to represent him, to shine. He wants to raise you up to a place where these people begin to take your counsel.